personal because I've had problems with my leg, and one of my legs is a bit shorter than the other. And also at home we have a beautiful garden. I love just sitting there and on the grass, and we don't have a willow, but we do have a birch, and the hanging branches are just beautiful to look at in the summer when the sky is just all blue, and it's really beautiful and I love it.
So your inspiration came from a personal experience.
Yeah, it did. Well, the first was to actually find what I was going to write about, because I had been wondering for weeks what I was going to write about, and wondering in class and wondering at home, just not knowing what to do. And then I had a vague idea, and I sat down and I just started writing, and from then on it was just writing, and I love writing, so it doesn't matter to me how hard it is, because I just enjoy all of it. For this particular story, I just wrote the entire day because I didn't have that much time left. But for, most of the time I actually write in the evening, because I just love it when it's all calm and maybe even a bit dark outside. And I feel like it's just me and the laptop which I write on, and I can be alone with my thoughts and the writing. And so I'm really inspired in the night, and when I have time to do so and school doesn't get in the way, I can write until really late into the night, and I just love that.
You're a night owl.
Yes. I never actually realized that I wanted to be a writer, but it was always just kind of like a child's dream of mine. I started writing when I was 7, kind of, because I just started writing stories and eventually stopped writing and started a new one and so on. But I've been technically writing for a long time, and it's always been a dream of mine to just do that later on. So.
How old are you now?
I'm 15 now.
Caterina Ferre Wüchner for Beneste Willow.
The air was filled with the humming of bees and the chatter of voices, underlined by the occasional chirp of a bird. I was sitting underneath a willow, listening to the breeze rustling through the leaves and watching my classmates spend their time a few meters away. Most of them were listening to music or just sitting around in small groups and talking, apparently oblivious to their surroundings. But some actually seemed to be enjoying the fresh air and the picturesque view over the lake. A couple of them were playing soccer back and forth across the meadow. It was a quite cool morning for late spring, but my mom had made sure that I didn't leave home until I was dressed in several layers of shirts and had even added a blanket to my backpack. So I was more likely to sweat like crazy than to feel even the slightest bit chilly. I looked around, reveling in the sight of the flowers and the water and the willow branches above my head. Reaching this spot hadn't been easy, what with the uneven ground, but it had been worth it. Ugh, this place is crawling with ants! An annoyed cry caught my attention. A girl from the nearest group of students was shaking her high-heeled shoes in disgust. Who on earth wears high heels to a picnic at the lake? This whole thing is stupid, a guy agreed, hardly bothering to lower his voice. I could live with a get-to-know trip, but why do we have to sit around out here, in the middle of nowhere? Another girl grumbled. Why couldn't it be somewhere with Wi-Fi and no bugs? It's not like we can play tag with her anyway.